Get ready for the action, because the Britain's Got Talent semifinals are exploding with drama. Tonight, we see a massive moment as Simon Cowell makes the call, pressing the golden buzzer for poet Sonny Green after his incredibly moving performance about his relationship with his sons. We dive into the raw emotion that hit the judges and the audience when Sonny shared his story, and you won't want to miss the fallout from that powerful moment. Bands of all time. And finally, we wrap up with more nostalgia as we explore the legacy of Westlife and their impact on the music scene. From the early chaos with Simon Cowell to celebrating their new album, 25. The Ultimate Collection, Shane Fillan, Nikki Bayan, and Kyan Egan share their perspective on why that era was so special. Stay with us because the stories of Westlife and the BGT buzz are just getting started. The tension escalated in the fourth semifinal of Britain's Got Talent 2026 live shows tonight, culminating in a highly emotional moment when head judge Simon Cowell decided to press the golden buzzer for poet Sonny Green, sending the act straight to the final. The semifinal featured a diverse lineup, including music, gymnastics, singing, and magic acts. With one judge holding the power to secure a spot in the final via the golden buzzer, the decision made by Cowell proved pivotal. Sonny Green's performance, which focused on his personal relationship with his sons, deeply affected the judging panel. Judge KSI was visibly moved, stating, "It really hit me. I know my relationship with my dad isn't the best, so hearing those words, it makes me really think about what I need to improve on." Alesha Dixon described the performance as magic, noting it evoked strong emotions. This marks the fourth golden buzzer pressed in the series so far. Previous buzzer recipients include singer Maddie Juniosa, dance group LMA, fire juggler Liwei Yang, and magician Rafferty Co-op, who received the buzzer during the audition stages. Simon Cowell had initially questioned the impact of the buzzer, but Ant and Dec confirmed that if he did not press any buzzers, the format would revert to the traditional public vote determining the top two acts. However, the emotional impact of Sonny Green's performance swayed the decision. With only 4 semifinals remaining for the 2026 series, the final live semifinal is scheduled for next Saturday, May 23, followed by the grand BGT 2026 final on Saturday, May 30, airing live on ITV and ITVX. The ultimate winner will secure a £250,000 prize and an appearance at the Royal Variety Performance. Westlife is taking a nostalgic journey, sitting down with the Independent to reflect on the legacy of one of the greatest boy bands of all time. As the group celebrates the release of their new album, 25, The Ultimate Collection, members Shane Fillan, Nikki Bayan, and Kyan Egan delved into 25 years of Westlife's journey. The discussion covered everything from personal challenges like breakups and comebacks to the iconic music videos, world records, and the peak of boy band mania. The conversation also unpacked the stories behind their ascent to fame, the tumultuous early years involving Simon Cowell and Louis Walsh, and the band's perspective on why they felt they were operating during what they consider to be the greatest era in music industry history. Westlife is taking a nostalgic journey, reflecting on their legacy as one of the greatest boy bands of all time. In an exclusive interview with The Independent, the band members, Shane Fillan, Nikki Bayan, and Kyan Egan, delved into 2.5 decades of their career, examining everything from personal ups and downs, including breakups and comebacks, to their iconic music videos and world records. The conversation traced their rise to fame, detailing the tumultuous early years involving Simon Cowell and Louis Walsh, and explored why they feel they operated during what they consider the golden era of the music industry. The discussion offers an in-depth look at the history and enduring appeal of Westlife's success. Westlife is taking a nostalgic journey, sitting down with the independent to explore the history of one of the greatest boy bands of all time. As the band celebrates the release of their new album, 25, The Ultimate Collection, lead singer Shane Fillan, Nikki Bayan, and Kyan Egan reflect on 2.5 decades of Westlife's journey. Their retrospective covers everything from tumultuous breakups and comebacks to iconic music videos, world records, and the intense lifestyle of the height of boyband mania. The conversation delves into the stories behind their ascent to fame, the challenges faced during the early years under the guidance of Simon Cowell and Louis Walsh, and their perspective on why they felt they were operating during what they consider to be the greatest era of the music industry.